But why do we wait for the validation of others to be happy? Why should you wait for women to celebrate yourself? A man is not described by his physique. There's more to being a man. I know somebody will come out to say, "You're not a man. So why are you talking?" Mm-mm. You should seek help when it's necessary. Don't try to be El Shaddai so you don't die. Men, the hand that tills the land to give food. Men, our everyday superheroes. Like the Batman and the Superman and the Black Panther and the Hulk. They're always there watching over us. However, it seems like despite all their efforts, they are least regarded and least celebrated. For every 10 child you ask who their everyday superhero is, at least 6 to 7 of them are expected to call their fathers. And there's no doubt in this because men are our everyday superheroes, from our fathers to our brothers, our husbands, our neighbors, our friends, our colleagues. At one time or the other, they always watch over us, having our backs on instead. It's the fifth estate live, and this is a special edition to celebrate the men. A couple of days ago, precisely the 19th of November, was the International Men's Day. Funny how I took a stroll through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and even through my WhatsApp. I realized that most men did not even know it was International Men's Day. On my WhatsApp list, I had only 5 men who posted about International Men's Day. Two of them posted pretty late, say around 10, 11 p.m. The other two reposted a video that I posted. While one of them made a post while dragging women. He said, for all the efforts that men put in humanity, yet they are not well celebrated because those who are supposed to, and the those he put in bracket women, are not doing so. And I'm just thinking, why should you wait for women to celebrate yourself? Of course, we expect that the women in our life, we expect that our kids, our sisters, our wives, our mothers should celebrate us on our days. But why do we wait for the validation of others to be happy? The theme for this year's International Men's Day celebration is men health champion, like men's health champion. And this theme is to promote positive, healthy lifestyle in men. It is to ensure that men begin to pay attention to their health, both physical, emotional, and psychological health. They should pay attention to their mental health. They should pay attention to their physical health to ensure that they stay healthy and live longer. So, on today's special episode of the Fifth Estate Live, which I said is to celebrate men, yours truly, yes, I'll be reciting some poems from renowned poets, and some of these poems were written to celebrate men. So stay tuned.
Celebrating 4 years of excellence, Akweya TV Ltd has emerged as the epitome of development journalism. At Akweya TV, news should not only focus on results, but the process of participation in the developmental journey. We actively create it through content at the core of our stories. We showcase the beauty of people living harmoniously and contributing to the society. Over the years, we have partnered with cultural promoters to host extraordinary events, such as the first ever collaboration in Abuja, Umba Apostolic Festival, Benue Heritage Festival, Akweya Children's Carnival, Shashua, and many more. Akweya TV is the brand you can trust for history, art, cultural content, and their influence on development. Join us to inspire, inform, and make positive impact on communities and societies.
The first poem I have here is If by Rudyard Kipling. If by Rudyard Kipling. If you keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one ton of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sings to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minutes with 60 seconds worth of distant run, yours is the earth and everything that is in it, and which is more, you will be a man, my son. This poem talks about mainly about integrity and virtue that a man is expected to possess. Now, we have another poem, A Man by Nina Simeon. A Man by Nina Simeon. A man is not a man by the length of his hair, nor by the clothes he wears. A man is not a man by the mouth of a gun, nor by how fast he runs. A man is a man by the integrity of his soul and the strength of his love. He is the boulder that others lean upon, the pillar of faith that carries us all. So for those of you where they like tall black chocolate guys, Nina Simon had just said, a man is not described by his physique. There's more to being a man. And that is why they are our everyday heroes. So we have another poem, The Builders by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. So I'm going to read a few lines from The Builders because it's quite lengthy. These builders mainly talks about the efforts that men put. It is dedicated to Men who build nation, who build lives. All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time. Some with massive deeds and greats, some with ornaments of rhymes. Nothing useless is or low. Each thing in its place is best, and what seems but idle show strengthens and supports the rest. For the structure that we raise, time is with materials filled. Our todays and yesterdays are the block with which we build. Truly shape and fashion these, leave no yearning gap between. Think not because no man sees, such things will remain unseen. In the elder days of acts, builders wrought with greatest care, each minute an unseen pass, for the God sees everything. Let us do our work as well, both the seen and unseen. Make the house where gods may dwell, beautiful, entire, and clean. Else our lives are incomplete, standing in the walls of time, broken stairways where the feet stumble as they seek to climb. Built today, then strong and sure, with a firm and ample base, and ascending and secure, shall tomorrow fill its place. Thus alone can we attain to those where the eye sees the world as one vast plain, and on the boldness reach of the sky. This is some sort of encouragement to the men and all the efforts they do, that someday you will see the world as one vast plain and one boundless reach of the sky. So the last poem we have here is Man of the Earth by Carl Sandburg. I have known the faces of heroes, yet none more brave than the working hands that till the earth and swing the hammer, the strong hand that build a nation, the labor without recognition, no trumpet sound when their work is done. Yet in the deep furrows of the earth, their legacy lies unwritten and unsung. In the sweat of their brows, dreams are born. In their calloused fingers, strength is forged. For the man of the earth is boundless, steadfast as the hills, enduring as time. In him the pulse of the world beats on, a silent, tireless rhythm, ever true. The man of the earth, he builds, he toils, and he lives for you. I know some of us would say, we don't exactly have 100% good men, and we agree. Celebrate the ones where they are around you first before we define 100% good men. However, as much as we want our loved ones to celebrate us, at every time there is something to celebrate, it is important that we give ourselves happiness and celebrate ourselves. As stated earlier, men ought to be celebrated. Are they being under-celebrated? Yes. Do they deserve better? Of course. But then, there's an adage in Igbo language that says, "Onye ajụrụ anaghị ajụ onwe ya." It means he who is forgotten, do not forget himself. So, let's not always wait for people's validation before we find happiness. The theme for this year's International Men Day celebration is Men's Health Champion. This is to promote positive and healthy living amongst men. So, here are some health tips to support our men, our fathers, our brothers, our neighbors, and our friends. First is regular checkup. You don't want to be taken by surprise. When you constantly have persistent headache, cold, when you are always stressed out, when it feels like all your joints and bones have been put through so much stress and you find it hard to stand on your feet, and this happens constantly, you need to go for checkup. Prioritize your physical health. Prioritize it because health issues like blood pressure, high cholesterol, amongst others, are very silent killers. So it is necessary that you prioritize your physical health and ensure that you go for all round checkup when necessary. Also, prioritize your mental health. As individuals, it is our sole responsibility to ensure that we seek peace at every time, peace of mind at every time. Prioritize your mental health. You hardly see men talk about their struggles. When a man comes out to talk about his struggles, some persons call him simp, others said he's a finished man. But if you don't talk about these struggles and you carry all of this load silently without sharing, don't you think you will break down? Even machines and robots break down. So when you're going through a phase, when you're struggling, you should learn to share. You should seek help when it's necessary. Don't try to be El Shaddai so you don't die. Prioritize your mental health. If anything is stressing you out and is threatening your mental health, you should fix it with any way possible. Sha, don't do crime. Exercise regularly. Go for a walk, go for a run. Just ensure that you exercise regularly. Some men find it absurd that they have to go to the gym to work out or to take a run in the morning or take a stroll in the evening, but you should learn to do that. It will help you. Try to eat balanced diets. Jeez. Some men eat like their life is at stake. I am not against the quantity of food you eat, but ensure that both quantity and quality aligns properly. You don't have to carry a mountain load of fufu and 1 spoon of soup. Come on. Ensure to eat balanced diets. Eat a lot of fruits and grains. Eat the right food in the right proportion. You need to stay healthy. Limit alcohol intake and try to quit smoking. The goal is to make money. But what is the essence of making money when you will now have to start spending that money in taking care of your health that you failed to take care of earlier? Mhm. You don't want to make money and start struggling with lungs and kidney issues. So, reduce alcohol intake and quit smoking. Quit smoking, you will not die. Because for most of our men, their definition of relaxing and enjoyment is when they're in a bar taking 20 cartons of beer. Easy pressure. Easy pressure. Sleep well. and do proper stress management. I like to say, when you feel dizzy, stop and rest your head. Nobody go die. Some persons just work Monday to Monday. Wetin happen? The goal is to get money. It is not to die in the process. So pay attention to your health. Sleep well, rest well. Don't be that person that sleeps around 2 a.m. and wakes up around 4 a.m. and is running about, stuffing his stomach with excess coffee. Finally, stay connected. Stay connected to friends, stay connected to families. The truth is, it is only when you have proper connection that you'll be able to share your challenges with people, and that will help your mental health. I know somebody will come out to say, "You're not a man, so why are you talking?" Mm-mm. I'm not the senior advocate for the Men Association, no. But I am saying that you see this banter that goes on between the male and female gender, that we're always bantering ourselves on social media, we're always bantering ourselves as family gathering. Why am I the one sweeping? Why is he not the one sweeping? Why am I the one cooking? Why is he not the one cooking? It's fun. So we need both persons to be alive to be able to carry on with our banter. So, going by the theme of this year's International Men's Day celebration, which is Men's Health Champion, it is necessary that our men begin to promote positive and healthy lifestyle amongst the men. You need to stay healthy so you can live longer. Now, talking about health tips and safety tips and all of that, we are in November, and this is the ember period. So before we round off this show, I'd like to give some tips also. Well, it is not from me directly. This is mainly because both the road safety and the Nigerian police have ensured that it constantly gives these tips at the end of every year to warn people about the ember season and all of that. The road safety will tell you, as you are traveling for Christmas celebration, ensure that you don't drink while driving. Ensure that you sleep very well if you're the one driving. If you're traveling the next day and you're the one driving, do well to sleep early the previous day and rest well. Don't be that man that knows he's going to drive tomorrow and he's still hanging out with friends to eat BBQ fish and drink palm wine or beer till 10, 11 p.m. when he's supposed to be home resting. And then the next morning he's dozing while driving. Please, don't put yourself and others at risk. If you are driving the next day, please sleep and rest well the previous day. Ensure you observe all traffic rule and you have your fire extinguisher and every other necessary emergency materials handy while on your trip. Pay attention to the road. We don't want to walk into traps. Ensure you master some of the rapid response code of the Nigerian police and the road safety call, so you can call for emergencies. Make sure your cars are properly locked and properly parked. Before you enter a car, be sure that it's not a tinted glass that is wind up. And be sure that you can see the faces of those who you're in the car with. Don't enter the cars of strangers. We don't want to walk into traps. Okay, It's been quite an emotional time on today's episode of the Fifth Estate Live. Quite emotional. Like I said earlier, it is a special episode to celebrate our men. However, I cannot be your host if I don't throw some jabs. So the jabs for today is this. Do you know that November 19th, which happens to be the International Men's Day, is also World Toilet Day? Yes. And one would ask, why are they celebrating International Men's Day together with World Toilets Day? I leave that question to your conscience. So don't forget to like and share this video and also subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification bell so you're notified whenever we make a post. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, all our social media platforms. Ensure to follow us. And do well to also drop a comment in the comment section. So, till we come your way again next time, do well to live a healthy life and a positive lifestyle. Do have a great day. Bye bye.